Mahlzeit. While I was searching online for some interesting guitars again, I came across an advertisement that just had written guitar in the title. I clicked on it and checked the very few pictures. There was Hamer written on the headstock. I was not very familiar with Hamer guitars, but this logo looked pretty odd. And the seller only asked for $50. My first thought was that this could not be a Hamer. Although I became pretty nervous now, I took my time to do some quick research and came to the conclusion that this indeed must be a Hamer. More precisely, a Hamer Centaura. Now I became very nervous and immediately made an offer without negotiating. The seller told me that he already got offers, but I made a final attempt. I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse. Sold. I bought a 1990 Hamer Centaura made in the USA for $86. Shipping and guitar case included. But when I received it, although the electronics were fine, I disliked the black front that looked like it was painted with a spatula so much that I had to do something about it. Why not painting it myself? It's already ruined, right? So I did sand off the front, or let's say I smoothened it, filled in some dings and dents and painted the guitar with a spray can. Outdoors. The result was horrible. I had to sand down the coating again, or let's say I did smoothen and paint it again. This time inside my apartment, and I used a storeroom as a spray booth. I never painted a guitar before. The result was pretty good. I reassembled the guitar and made a video about it. But not even 10 minutes later I already hated how it looked. It looked like a toy. The matte grey, so depressing. The logo, absolutely ridiculous. Disappointed and frustrated, I put this guitar back into the guitar stand and didn't touch it for at least a year. Recently I reached out to a guitar builder and asked him what it would cost to reasonably refinish my Hamer. He could do it for $200 with only a primer and one layer of paint. He told me that a large part of the expenses would be stripping off the old paint. No problem, I would do that. This time I bought an orbital sander to get the job done. But $60 for an orbital sander? That's not cost efficient if I want to save some money. So I bought a B-stock orbital sander for $19 and some sandpaper.
Mal gucken.
During my apprenticeship I did some woodwork and I consider myself to be good with my hands. You couldn't even trim your fingernails with this orbital sander. And after hours of sanding I came to a conclusion. Screw it. The next time I will give this guitar to a professional, or at least someone who knows what he is doing. Who has the tools and the will to do this job. Okay. So here it is. The best guitar deal I ever made. The instrument I always wanted to have. As I said, I think that I finally will give this guitar to a specialist and let him strip off the remaining paint. Especially because of the paint that already went into the wood. It is still a Hamer and I don't want to damage it any further. But hey, I already printed out a new logo on some water slide decal. I hope you don't mind that this will be a video series of at least 2 parts. I really wanted to finally put out a video and tell you about my journey with this Hamer. It's already taking way too long. You can subscribe to this channel if you are interested in the further progress of my Hamer Centaura or other guitars that I purchase. Crappy and cool ones, if the price is right. Thank you very much for tuning in. See you in the next video.
Oh! Oh!